Welcome everyone to beautiful Bermuda for what is going to be our final journey here on Football Manager 21. Now we will of course be having new journeys over in Football Manager 22, but this is our final one here in Football Manager 21. Now, if you couldn't tell from the introduction, we are going to be the managers of Robin Hood FC. But before we get underway with that, we need to find ourselves a house. And what better than to start with the most expensive one I could find, which I'm in right now. So, grab your drinks, ladies and gents, and let's crack on with this adventure. Okay everyone, we've made our way here to Country Life as we have a little look at a few different places here in Bermuda. Now, other websites are of course available, but this is the one we are using here today. Now, as you can see, it gives us the pound price and also the euro price. I apologise, my American friends, but there is no dollar price alongside both of these. But feel free to convert if you wish. Now, the first one is the 25 million, we'll just call it 25.5 million, shall we? 25.5 million Charleston on Grape Bay Beach. That was the property I was just stood in a moment ago. So if we head on over there, as you can see, a lot of the pictures on this website, by the way, very expensive properties, and yet you get the most dinky picture possible. So this property, I don't know if my head is quite in the way, it's not in the way now, but it's a 15 bedroom 19 bathroom property, obviously situated on the beach, and well, it is a very nice villa indeed. As you can see, we get ourselves a swimming pool if we was to purchase this place. It is a little bit rustic, I will say that, but as you can see, this is the general area. Nice little drive up to the property. I don't particularly like this garden. I like the concept, I don't like it in practice. It's too overlooked from cars coming up. It's supposed to be a nice little tranquil area, but in practice you've got cars coming up the drive. That's not going to be as nice as you would think it would be. So, that is not the greatest of ideas. Not quite sure why we're getting a flower picture in all of this. That is the back end of the property. This, of course, is the hallway in which we were stood with its nice dual mirrors. Of course, his and hers on either side, or his and his, or hers and hers, depending on the people living in the property, of course. But this is a nice little area. Got our books all set up. It looks like we're more set for a book signing than a house, but yeah. Again, very dated. I do quite like this room. It does give me like rest home vibes, so for 20 odd million, yeah, wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, although to be fair, if you're paying that sort of money, you can afford to fix it all up as well. In terms of this, well, you can't really argue with this view. Very nice view. There is our pool. Here is our seating area outside. Not a bad little dining room. Not a bad dining room indeed. Again, dated. I don't know how many of these mirrors they own, but they seem to be everywhere. It seems like they've just got an abundance of these mirrors. Maybe the person who owns this sells mirrors? I don't know. But this mirror just seems to be everywhere. Here's another view of the room. And into the kitchen. The kitchen, nice and rustic. Don't mind the blue. The blue does like brighten it up a little bit, so it's quite nice in there. And then back to the beach, but that's a bit out of our price range. We can't be spending 25 million. What is the cheapest? Let's go from one extreme to the other, shall we? Let's go to prices ascending. Okay, we've got Tucker's Point Harbour Court 2 bedroom. This one's 144,827, quite affordable. But what? Ooh, and it's in Hamilton. Perfect. Did I leave this on searching just Hamilton? Or just all the properties are in Hamilton? We could do with being in the Hamilton area just because of where our club is based. This is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, QC approved listing. Okay, let's see what Tucker without the boner has to offer us here today. So, that doesn't really tell us a whole lot. Okay, not a bad. Honestly, that view for that price, that's crazy. That's crazy. I want to move to Bermuda like right now. Dang. Okay. Nice little garden. It's well maintained. Does need a bit of updating. Not a big fan of the ceiling fan, but you know what? I can live with it. We could live with it. Oh, there you go. There's your US dollar price. 200 8,000 on the dolly hairs. Now, there is a double room. Okay, so that's the secondary bedroom. The secondary bedroom, I must admit, does look probably nicer than the main. I'm not keen on the yellowy colour in the main, to be honest. And this, I can deal with the salmon. The salmon pink isn't too bad, but I don't know. I don't like how disorganized that room looks. This looks a lot more cleaner, you know? A lot cleaner, much more simple. And yes, this is our living room. Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Kitchen, a little bit on the small side, but manageable. It's just for us, you know, bachelor pad. And it's got a spare bedroom if we wish to have guests. If you fine folks would like to come stay at my Bermuda villa, then feel free to come and give me an offer on the price you would like to pay, because I'm not letting you stay in my room for free. No. But this is a view of the balcony. Not too bad. And yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I'm getting confused. I'm getting very confused. One bedroom. Two bedroom. Two bedroom. Two bedroom. I guess this is the other room. They've just decorated it. Okay. And I would assume this is a shared pool, especially considering the amount of seating outside. It's a nice pool, though. Very nice pool, right near the beach. It is well situated. Not bad indeed, being right on the waterfront like that. Okay, I guess there's a golf course nearby. Yes, golf course nearby. That I'm not a fan of, because golfers can hit stray balls anywhere, but besides that, it's a nice little property, and I think that will be our home here in Bermuda. We're going to go live in Tucker's Point. So, I'll see you fine folks in Football Manager in just a second as we have a little look at our team. Breaking news, everybody! Robin Hood Football Club have hired Tomlinson. Yes, Robin Hood brackets BER, or just Robin Hood FC for us normal folk, have today confirmed the appointment of Matthew Tomlinson as the club's new manager. We've all read through these screens, so the important bits are the media are sure to face me for the first time at the BAA Goose Goslin Field, and I've put pen to paper on a month-to-month basis. So, it's a nice simple contract. We are going to be signing month to month. They can fire us at any time, which is a little worrying, but I think we'll do a good enough job. And considering there is no director of football or assistant manager around to criticise us, I think we should be okay. Now, in terms of the facilities, well, it's an 800 capacity stadium. Yes, 800, not 8,000, 800 people can get in this stadium. Basic training facilities, basic youth facilities, but we do have an excellent youth recruitment network. So that is a nice basis to build up from. Now, in terms of the club history, well, last season we finished third in the Premier Division, and Bermuda FA Cup we enter at the second round. In terms of the club background, well, Robin Hood Football Club are an amateur Bermudan club currently playing in the Digicel Premier Division. I think we are one of about two teams which aren't professional. The rest are all classed as professional, so that's interesting. Robin Hood BER will be looking to build on their mid-table finish in the Premier Division last season. It says we finished third, and now you're telling us we finished mid-table. Which one is it? The table has more than 6 teams in it, I'm pretty sure of that. Anyways, the club plays their home games at BAA Goose Goslin Field and possesses basic training facilities, basic youth facilities. Yes, I've already said that. Basic academy coaching and excellent youth recruitment network. As a club which enjoyed its best spell of success during the 2010s and their last competition win being in 2019, Robin Hood are a club with a growing history. We won the Bermuda Top Division for the only time in 2016 and finished runners-up 3 times. Won the Bermuda FA Cup in 2015, 2017 and 2019. Won the Dudley Eve in 2018 and finished second best 2 further times. Won the Bermuda Second Tier for the only time in 2013 and runners-up once. Ooh. That is a lot to get through, and as you can see, there's not a lot to get through in terms of the actual team. So, we have Simmons in goal, a backline of Russell, Leverock, Baffar, Castle, In central midfield is Nusum and Gota, and nobody up front, which is kind of worrying. But I guess we'll have to bring in some new players. So, sign players under the age of 23 is desired. It's not required, it's just desired. So that is not too much of an issue. In terms of the 5-year plan, well, ongoing is the maximum 1-year contract for players over 32, which is an interesting policy. End of current season, especially if I want to bring in a bunch of golden oldies to our nice little retirements here in Bermuda, it's going to be a little worrying when I have to bring them all in on 1-year contracts. But end of current season, we're expected to finish in the top half of the league, semi-finals and a minimum in the FA Cup, and our contract doesn't expire at the end of the season, it expires at the end of the month technically, but whatever. After that, maintain top half for the rest of our lives. So, as you can see, we've got a bunch of these to sort out. I'm going to sort these out on my own time. I'll see you fine folks in Football Manager as we have a better look at our squad. Okay, so as we noticed in the welcome pack, our team, it's rather depleted, but I didn't realise it'd be this depleted. As you can see, we're missing a starting right back, we're missing 2 central midfielders, and missing a left attacking mid. We do have 2 goalkeepers and we do have a couple of strikers, but we are missing quite a few players. Everyone's on amateur contract, we've got a part-time contract for 1 player, and that is our backup goalkeeper, the 47-year-old Timmy Figueiredo. Timmy Figueiredo, of course, a legendary player playing 21 caps for Bermuda. He's 3.5 star, 3.5 star potential. He's a decent goalkeeper. It's just his reflexes aren't quite there. He's 47 years of age. What can you expect? But that is a bit of a problem throughout the team, to be honest. We do have quite a few older players. So we have him. We have 39-year-old Nussim, who's one of our strikers. 35-year-old goalkeeper, who's our starting one, Jason Simmons, and 33-year-old Antoine Russell, who is also another one of our strikers. So the plan right now is single striker. We're going to swap them to back and forth whenever each one is fit, and they're probably going to play about half season each, coming either off the bench or starting. So that is the plan up front. In terms of the goalkeepers, well, Simmons is going to sit there. You're going to chill out on the bench, Timmy. If we need you, Timmy, we'll use you, Timmy, but for now, you are just going to be sitting on the bench, relaxing, enjoying the weather here in Bermuda. In terms of the rest of the team, I would like to upgrade our left back. If we quickly look at our left back, I'm using Bafar. Bafar is not the greatest player in terms of crossing. He struggles with his crossing quite a bit, so I would like to improve him, even though he's classed as a star player. 22 games, by the way, and 1 goal for Bermuda. So this is our team. This is what we've got to work with. As you can see, ability-wise, they look pretty darn good, but there is quite a lot of holes. So I'm going to try and fill those holes, and then we will have a little friendly to round up today's episode. Okay, so it was a bit of a good news, bad news sort of situation when it comes to our transfers and bringing some players in to cover those empty spaces. But before we delve into that one, I would just quickly like to head on over to the league screen where we will have a little look at just exactly where we're predicted to finish. So if we go to the season preview, we have moved up, in fact, to 2nd place. If you have a little look on screen just here, I will put next to me where we was previously, but I believe we was expected to be about 4th place. We've only brought in 1 new addition so far. As you can see, we've brought in Jamison Saint Jago, and that has moved us up 2nd. That has flung us up the pyramid and expects us to do better, in fact, than North Village Rams, who are the current title holders. They have now dropped to 3rd place. Previously, I believe it was Danby, North Village, then Zebras, then us. We are now up to 2nd. The Zebras, in fact, are the team we are going to verse in our first game of the season, but it's enough about that. So let's have a little look at our transfer. So first of all, let's look at Saint Jago. Now, he's a 4-star player, possibly 5-star potential. He's only 18 years of age yet. He's played 3 caps for Bonnier. He's a Bonnierian. So he is a central defender and is pretty decent. Now, his composure is lacking. His aggression is lacking. In fact, he's on a star contract. I got him in as a star contract because that is all he would accept. But honestly, probably not as good as the two centre-backs we've got. It looks like Evans might inch his way into the squad, and this guy will sit on the bench, probably get a little upset, and then leave us probably in the middle of the season, which, to be honest, won't be too much of an issue because most of our transfers are coming exactly then. They are coming on the 15th of November, I believe, is when most of our acquisitions are coming in. If we just head on over to the transfer screen, as you'll see, 15th of the 11th, 2020 is when a lot of players are coming in. So we've got a goalkeeper coming in defence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new additions. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh no, sorry, that one in, yeah. So 7, 8 new additions coming in, 9 new additions in midfield, and we have 5 new strikers joining us as well, all of them coming in on the 15th of November. So that's going to be a rather busy day. As you can see, North Village Rams, well, we've raided the heck out of them. Stanby Town Hornets, we've nabbed a few from them, but look how many are coming from the Rams. We've taken half of the Rams team. If the Rams are able to field a squad by the time we are finished, I would be surprised. But that is our little raid of players. It is time to verse the Boulevard Blazers. So I will see you fine folks over at the dressing room in just a second. Okay, we are in the dressing room, and your eyes do not deceive you. We are playing a 4-4-2. We're going for the good old classic 4-4-2, as a lot of our players just haven't arrived yet. So, Smith Jones is going to be in central midfield. He, of course, is the trialist who will eventually be joining us on the 15th of the 11th, but at the moment, he is here on trial for the next few days, going away, and then he shall return. In terms of the other players, well, they come in as pre-gen, so they're the pre-generated players which were down below, the ones which went very good. They're okay. Some of them are actually pretty darn decent. If we have a little look at Watson, for example, he's not too bad. As you can see, as a winger, 8, 9, 8, 7, 8, like, he's got what he needs for the position, so it's nice in terms of that. But there is certain other players, I believe it was Edwards, who lacks a little bit. Look, his passing's not quite there, but they're all pretty decent. So we shall head on out of the tunnel. As you might have also noticed, Castle, who I would normally have on this wing, he's dropped to right back. So our backline is Baffar, Leverrock, Evans, Castle, Simmons in goal. A midfield of Watson, Smith Jones, Goethe, Leverrock, and our strikers are Newsom and Russell. And without further ado, let's head on out the tunnel. We're not going to read off the bench. You can see the bench. It's right there in front of us. As you can see, everyone's a little upset with the formation, probably because they've never tried the 4-4-2, but it's all good. We are going up against John Rebello. I'm not quite sure how good Boulevard Community Club Blazers are, but hopefully not as good as we are here today. As you can see, we have no assistant. I do need to bring in quite a few staff members in the next one. Probably do it between the 2 episodes, but for now, we are going to say preseason not. We're going to win. You know what? I'm going to be nice and relaxed. This is your chance to impress me. Yeah, impress me. Get yourself a place in the side. That's just upset a couple of players. Don't know why, but it has. I've upset a couple of players with that one. And this highlight seems rather slow. I think I do need to fix that up. Yes, replays are on, which isn't a problem, providing the replays are on for useful things. We've got goals. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. That is okay with me. Extended highlights is currently on. Do we want extended or key? I think we'll go with extended. Match speed during highlights does need to tweak up a little bit though. I think that's about how high I usually have it. Let's have a little look. That's on the high side, but you know what? Knock it down a notch. 1 notch. Slightly faster. It's kind of hard when you're going between leagues and different paces of players. This isn't too bad. This is okay. Dundee, by the way, currently losing 2-1 to Barnsley. But Inter Milan 2-0. Oh, Juventus is 4-0 up against Cremonese. Quite a few friendlies going on right now. Crew Alexander beating Oldham Athletic 3-0. Accrington Stanley, who are they? drawing with Leighton Orient 1-1 after an 83rd minute goal. Smith-Jones, though, here to take a corner on the 21st minute. Another thing we'll need to establish, of course, is our set pieces. Right now, we are just letting whoever wishes to take it, take it. Russell plays it over to Castle. Castle with a ball through to Russell, but Delgado will get sent off for that awful challenge. Leverrock, though, back post, Smith-Jones, it's saved, and the follow-up from Smith-Jones gets us a goal. He is going to be a lovely new acquisition, and I am so thankful I brought him in the door. It's a shame that he's not going to be able to play for the first 6 or 7 games of the season, but that's all good. It's all good. Perhaps maybe it'll even revise that date when it realises he's a free agent. So he should be able to come straight away. Who knows? But what we are going to do is change this up. We would like to see their formation, especially now they are missing a player. Looks like they've taken their cam away. So they're going to hoof it up straight to Buffer. Buffer tries the ball over the top. Russell can get onto the end of this. Come on, Russell. Oh, Shi Juan has just gone and made a beautiful save for them. But Smith-Jones, the goal scorer, of course, will step up for this corner. Whips it in. Doesn't get onto it from Watson, and it's cleared away as we look to be heading to half-time without conceding a single shot. Our goalkeeper can just go to sleep. Admittedly, at his age, he might start doing that, but it doesn't matter because they've not shot. Although now they have. Admittedly not on target, but they did eventually get a shot off. And we are going into half-time, ladies and gents, with this 1-0 lead. We've had 12 shots to their 1, 6 on target to their 0, a 1.49 to a 0.08 XG, 9 corners to 1, 5 fouls to 5, 0 yellow cards apiece, 85% passing to 76, 63% possession to 37. But Delgado's sending off an hour goal has got us off to a nice little start and pleased with how things are going. Keep it going. I'm just going to be nice and positive here today. Got to start off with a lovely impression. Got to have the team liking you as you come in. You don't want to go with the whole Jose Mourinho approach and anger your team and have them all want to abandon ship. So we're going to get them all on board and then we shall start berating them. Start giving them the hairdryer treatment. But as you can see, it's almost substitution time. Baffa throws it into Nussum. Nussum whips one across. Leverrock shot is blocked, but he'll get the ball back. Gote's also taken a knock. Smith-Jones, edge of the area, pulls it back for Baffa. He whips it across, but it's straight out of play. That was a messy pass. And we are going to start substitutes in now. Okay, they've got a new guy on their left wing as well. Okay, well, Gopher is going to go and have a rest. We're going to bring on Fleming. Sadly not Brandon. It is in fact Akil. But if I can bring Brandon Fleming from Hull, that would be rather nice. So Brandon, if you'd like to come join us over here in Bermuda, that would be great. But for now, I think, you know what, Saint, you can come on and get some game time. But the question is, who do I take off? Who do we take off today? Saint can come on. Or Evan. No, Evan's having a good game. We'll rest LaRock. We'll see what Saint can do. We don't particularly need to bring him on, but, you know, 1-0 up, they're down to 10 men. Would be a nice opportunity to see what he can do. See what his ability is like, and he's even going to be alongside Evans, who's having a good game. So if he manages to outperform Evans here today, we'll be able to see which of the two is actually better. Leverrock, though, right now is going to cut inside, pulls it across for Watson. Ooh, Watson, nice little effort from him. Of course, he is a pre-generated player and he's doing a pretty decent job. Fleming, another pre-gen, is going to whip this one in. Nodded away. It's going to be collected by Watson. Watson, what can he do? Pulls it back for Baffa. Now up to Sint. Jago. Jago pulls it back for Watson. Watson holding up the ball nicely. Can he do anything with it though? Up to Nussum. Nussum through to LaRock. He's got an overlapping Castle. He's going to use him. Castle, can he whip in across? He does. Nussum. Oh, free header. Broadbelt will save it though, as they have made a goalkeeper change. I didn't even notice that. They have in fact made a goalkeeper change. Jago now collecting the ball from Simmons, short pass. It's now with Smith-Jones over to Fleming. 8 minutes remain in this one, of course. LaRock coming down this right-hand side. Castle on the overlap. He goes through to Russell instead, though. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he's drilled it into the bottom left corner. Mikhail Leverok with a beautiful pass for Russell, who puts it in the bottom corner and puts us 2-0 up in this friendly game as we prepare to get on with our season against one of the big boys. We are going to be versing the Zebras in that first game, so we do need to be nice and sharp going into the season. Gibbon, though, throws it in. Watson clears it away. Straight to Grant, though. Grant's got acres of space, but instead he's going to wait, let Fleming close him down, and the clock will disappear on him. So, that was a nice little friendly. 19 shots to their 2, 11 on target to their 0, a 2.68 XG to a 0.12, 13 corners to 1, 5 fouls to 10, 0 yellow cards apiece, 85% passing, 76, 59% possession to 41. As you can see, green across the board, except Fleming and a few others. Fleming got a 6.5%, Jago got a 6.8, and Watson got a 6.8. LaRock got a 6.8. But you know what? The only disappointing one there is Fleming on his 6.5. Smith-Jones with his 8.1 being the standout performer here today. He, of course, got himself a goal and got us pretty much started on that run. So, for a pre-season game, that was good. I am pleased, lads. That was a solid effort in our pre-season. As you can see, 0-0 in this other pre-season game up here as X-Roads Premier League side struggled against one of the non-league boys. So, Bournemouth, by the way, nice job there. 2-2 draw against Chelsea. But that's enough getting distracted by random friendlies. We are, of course, going to return for the PHC Zebras game. I'll probably have a few more friendlies because, as you can see, that's in 21 days' time. But I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night and goodbye.